Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government policies and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. Today is about listening to the voices of our children. So for the next 15 minutes, I will be speaking with Jami Satchell to get her perspective on issues affecting children and general things happening in the world. Jami, it's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. Now, before we do anything else on the program, I'd like you to share with our viewers a little bit about yourself. They know your name, Jami Satchell, but tell us some more about you.
So my name is Jami Satchell. I'm 9 years of age. I attend the St. Richard's Primary School. I'm in the 4th grade.
Right.
I enjoy singing and drawing. And my favorite subjects are language arts and math.
Language arts and math.
Yeah.
All right, that's nice. Anything else you want to include? That's it.
Really.
All right, we're going to talk about some more of this. Now, May is Child's Month, Jami. You knew that? May being Children's Month, yes. And one of the focuses of Child's Month this year is encouraging positive behavior towards children. Is that something you think is needed?
I think it's a brilliant idea because children need to feel more love.
Right.
Can feel more love, can feel more respected, feel more appreciated, and this will help them to think positively about themselves.
Right, right. Have you seen and experienced children who don't feel very loved or appreciated?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. And with this focus on listening to children's voices and, as you're saying, loving them more, appreciating them more, how are some of the ways that grown-ups can do this from your perspective?
So I think that we should have professionals coming to the school and telling us how to manage ourselves.
Right.
And you should have motivational speakers who come and tell you how to motivate yourself and others.
And others. You mentioned professional people. What do you want to become when you grow up?
I want to be a pediatrician.
A pediatrician? All right, that's a lot of school you have left to do. But you're up to it, right?
Yeah.
And why do you want to be a pediatrician?
Because I really love children. They're really funny and nice.
Okay. You love children. All right, so when it comes to children, Jami, a lot of people treat children as if they don't have problems. Or, you're small, you're just 9 years old. What kind of problems could you possibly have? Do children have problems?
Yes, they do. Because children have problem with bullying, peer pressure, schoolwork, and focusing on their work. Some of them are time wasters.
Right.
They don't know how to finish the work on time.
All right. How do you think people can go about helping out with some of these issues? You mentioned, well, I'll pick out two. You mentioned bullying and you mentioned time wasting. How do you think people can help with that?
Well, bullying, children can speak up to adults that they can trust, and the adults can probably help them to motivate themselves so that they can stand up for themselves. And time wasting, I think that the adults should just tell the children how to focus on their work more often.
Okay.
And when Miss give you a work, do it right away.
That's a good strategy. But from what you're saying to me, Jami, it sounds as if people have to spend time listening to what the child says.
Yes, that's true.
Right. So, I've heard stories of children saying, hey, I'm being bullied, and people sort of brush it off, but that's not really a right response, is it?
Well, when people are saying they're being bullied, you're supposed to say, all right, so this is what you have to do to stop them from bullying you, stand up for yourself, and if they're bullying you too much, speak up to the principal or whoever is with you, who you can trust.
Right. That is some good advice I think you've given, because there are children and parents watching. Is there any way, you mentioned time wasting, You mentioned bullying. There's one other that you mentioned.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure, right? Now, parents talk about peer pressure a lot. Have you experienced peer pressure?
Well, I did.
Right? What was that like, if you're willing to share with us?
Well, I was in grade 2, I think, and I had a friend, and she's one of my best friends. But she started bullying me, and she started forcing me to do stuff I know I'm not supposed to do.
Right.
Like one time, she actually told me to go and steal something, but I didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you have experienced peer pressure. And did someone help you with this?
Yes, they did. I think it was my best friend, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she kind of helped me with it. She told me whenever somebody's bullying you or doing something bad to you that you're not supposed to do, just speak up for yourself.
Right, right. That's very important. That's very important. I think one of the things that's really coming out as very important is being able to speak to someone, right? And I hope that you have adults that you can speak to. I know your mother brought you here today.
Yes, my daddy did.
And your dad too.
Yes.
And you can speak to them. All right, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So May is going on as Child Month, and tell me about some of the things that you do at school right now, because you've gone back to school face to face, right?
So some activities I do at school, as I mentioned before, I do quiz club.
Right.
I used to be in drama club, and I'm not really participating in anything else now.
Oh, okay. What's quiz club?
Quiz club, it is the club where you go out to TVJ and you compete against the other schools.
Ah.
So I'm in there. I don't get to go this year. I'm going next year.
Oh, okay. And drama club?
Drama club, I'm not sure if I'm able to join again.
All right. So how do you balance all this? Because you have club and you have school. How do you manage that balance, Jamie?
Well, sometimes if I'm having a test, I don't log on to quiz club. I just have to focus on my test because test is kind of more important than quiz club.
Right.
So I have to cut it out.
Oh, okay. So
Sometimes I have to cut it out so much that even when I'm not even having tests, I don't go.
Ah, all right, all right. That's very responsible, Jamie. That's very responsible. I'm sure Mommy and Daddy are very proud that you have that approach to it, and they've helped you with that.
Yes.
All right, so Jamie, we've been having this conversation, and you've been telling us about your life. We're going to take a short break now. We're listening to the voice that matters, and that is the voice of our children with Jamie Lee Satchell. We continue our talk after this quick break. Please stay with us.
Concerned about uncollected garbage at home? Do you see garbage piling up on the streets? Then report it. Use the National Solid Waste Management Authority's mobile app to report instances of littering, illegal dumping, and uncollected garbage. From anywhere and at any time, be an environment warden by informing the authority of unsightly solid waste. You will be notified when your report has been received by the NSWMA, as well as when the matter is resolved. Download the app from the iOS or Android app stores by typing in NSWMA. Play your part, as Jamaica's beauty is everybody's duty.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We are continuing our conversation with 9-year-old Jamie Lee Satchell as we take a few minutes to listen to the views of our children. Now, Jamie, before we started, we spoke about this, and I want you to really give me the details about it. You're back in school since last year, but before that, we were out of face-to-face school, 2 whole years. What was going to school during COVID like for you?
Well, I was new to the whole thing at first. So I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yes.
And I liked joining with my teacher and my friends every day online. But as time passed, it just got boring and boring every day. Didn't get to socialize with my friends anymore. Didn't get to go outside. I forgot everything at school. I couldn't even tell how the schoolyard looked again.
Wow.
The people who were there got older and I couldn't even recognize them.
Right, you felt like you missed time with people?
I felt like everything just went to a different universe in one blink.
Okay. What was the learning like though? Did you find that you were able to focus and learn the subjects?
Yes,
So that was fine for you.
that was fine.
All right.
And when I didn't understand, if my teacher's working with somebody else, I'd ask my mommy for help.
Oh, okay. It's very important to have that parental support. Jami, were you afraid during COVID?
Yes, I was really scared.
Right. You're worried about getting the coronavirus.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's talk a bit more about school. And I want to ask you about your friends, but first, I really have to know, which one do you prefer? Online learning or being at school?
Being at school.
Why?
Because I get to socialize with my friends, go outside and play, get to buy stuff.
Ah. All right. You get to buy stuff.
And I enjoy let my driver pick me up with my other friends that come to school. And he actually carries me to different schools. So I also get to buy stuff there.
All right, so I'm recognizing that it's very important that you are able to connect with other children and buy stuff. So what has the experience, have your friends told you about what their experience has been like with COVID?
Only one of them.
You want to share?
Okay, so my friend's name is Caleb. Caleb is my best friend. But once COVID came out, he became really afraid. If he ever heard somebody sneeze, he'd back away from them.
Yes.
He wouldn't speak to them at all.
Wow. Oh.
So if he has somebody sneeze or cough now, he's not going to do anything because he thinks that coronavirus is gone.
Oh, okay. But it's not quite gone, and we still see that at school. School is taking precautions and all these things to protect you guys. Now, we've gone through that and we're trying to figure out how to recover. You know, you prefer face-to-face school. And during COVID, did you have a lot of access to your teachers? Were you able to, really interact with them the way that you're interacting now? I know you weren't seeing them, but were you able to ask them questions and...
Yes, I was able to do it, but sometimes they won't be at their seat. They'll get up and go somewhere, or they'll be talking to another student.
Oh, so you just have to wait until they get back. Okay. All right. Did you have any challenges during this time when you had to be sitting in front of a screen all day?
Well, sometimes my eyes will start hurting me, and I feel kind of hot, like I have fever.
Right.
Well, I don't.
Okay. Well, that's it. Now, have you ever left Jamaica?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. All right. So Jamaica has been your homeland. What do you think about Jamaica as a child?
Well, I think it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I enjoy going to the beaches in Jamaica. They're really fun. And what I love about Jamaica is that they don't really have that much. They don't have snow. Jamaica doesn't really have tsunamis. I just love our homeland.
You love our homeland. All right. And are there any ways you think, as a 9-year-old citizen of Jamaica, that we can improve Jamaica?
Well, to improve Jamaica, we could have, I don't know.
That's fine. Yeah, think about it for a little bit, and I'm sure in time you'll be able to give us some suggestions. You want to be a pediatric doctor?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think that's one great way that you can help improving Jamaica.
Yeah, I can help the children.
You can help the children. What kind of help do you think those children need?
Like, they need help with their schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
They need help with their emotional feelings and stuff. For example, when people shout at them at school and bully them, they come home sad and depressed and they don't want to talk to anybody.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And that's only their friends or other students that would shout at them?
Sometimes their friends will shout at them. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Jami, I've really enjoyed this conversation with you, and I'm sure our viewers also. But we have parents watching, we have children watching, and I'd like you to take a moment and just speak to them, encourage them. This is your moment to say something to them that really matters. All right, so just look right at them and give us your final word.
So what I'm saying is that you should take care of your children, you should love them, respect them, and just try to be a good parent.
And I'm sorry, that was your final word, but I want to ask you as well, and what should children do?
Well, children should just know how to stand up for themselves and how to stand up for others. So in case of a situation, like somebody's getting bullied, they can step in and help that person.
They can step in and help. All right, this has been Get the Facts. Our guest was Jamie Lee Satchell, an inspiring youngster who wants to be a pediatrician when she grows up, who loves Jamaica, who loves so many things about Jamaica, and wants to lend her strength to this land that she loves. We have heard her thoughts, we have asked her many questions, and this Child Month is literally about listening to the voice of the children. It matters what they think, it matters what they're going through, and I want to encourage everyone to take some time to listen to our children. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Take good care.